What's going on, guys? Chess Critter. So, after the last couple of videos and some of the comments, it gave me some retrospective on a certain movie that I saw, and a particular line in that movie, and this is Jurassic Park, when one of the characters, he said, humans are so concerned to see if we could, that we never stopped and thought if we really should. And this I think really sums it up, that our mental capacity for understanding and manipulating the world is not equaled by the capacity to understand the ramifications and the long-term problems associated with going down the path of building bigger, better, greater all the time. And I could give you 100 instances of this, but a couple that pop into my mind, nuclear reactors, nuclear bombs. Can we? I don't know, let's try. Well, yeah, should we though? Should we? And again, this goes back to the colony of ants analogy, that a colony of ants is only concerned about the colony of ants and the well-being of the queen and making everything work. Now, jump all over me for making a communist reference, oh, God forbid. But the point is that yes, we can build a nuclear reactor. We can create a very complex society with a very complicated distribution source. We can create a Federal Reserve and an economic system based in faith. Should we, though? That is the question. That's the real ultimate question. Does man have the capacity to understand the ramifications of the path that he ventures down? And I say no, he doesn't. Now, no matter what you think about evolution, we were blessed with very large brains and the capacity to manipulate our environment, which was very, very good for us. We have been very successful as a species on the planet, measured by population. Okay? Measured by the average welfare of the average person on this planet, we have done an atrocious job. And I really don't think that, again, you guys know what I'm talking about. Based on what I think it's going to get a lot worse. I think that in many ways we've really sealed our own fate. In the near term, say next couple of years, and in the long term, 100 years down the road. So is it reasonable to say that we have all this technology and resources and we can build this great society, but it's only going to last this long in terms of history? I don't know. It depends on your perspective. I mean, if you care about the human condition, I don't think it does. I don't. I mean, look at how much energy as a civilization, and I'm talking globally, the whole globe, look at how much energy we put into blowing each other up. That's amazing. It really is. I mean, ever since cavemen started out with spears and sticks and rocks and bows and arrows and, mortars and guns and coming all the way up, we're more concerned with controlling each other than we are the well-being of the entire human race. And this isn't one of those feel-good, like, oh, we should all just get along and hug and make up and take care of the environment. But it really got me thinking about the fact that we don't have any long-term goals beyond our life. No politicians do. I mean, some people say that they do. But as a whole, we don't. And you could argue with me and say, well, China has a 100-year plan. Yes, they do. But that doesn't mean that they're not destroying and tearing up everything around them to get there. So they have a 100-year plan. That's their plan. They don't have a 101-year plan. Okay, right? Like, what do you do with nuclear waste? What do you do with it? I mean, this is like a 45,000-year minimum problem, possibly longer. And we build these things all over the world. And this is just like, well, but it will give us power. Cool, great. But what are the long-term ramifications? And I think it's the short-sightedness of man. And scientists in particular, people that are messing with stuff, I mean, look, look, I'm not one of these guys that harps on big corporations like Monsanto about the fact that, oh my God, they're going to destroy everything. But they're tinkering with stuff that they have no idea what the long-term ramifications are. And I think maybe at some point we need to stop and say, well, we never will, though. Again, it's one of these things, like, I don't know why I dwell on these things that are not going to happen. We might have some horrible disease that breaks out because of bioengineering. We might destroy all the honeybees and destroy all the crops eventually and seal our own demise. And I think we will, but is that the final destination of any civilization? Is it really? And I was listening actually to a radio show which partially inspired this, and they were talking about life and how Hollywood creates these beings that are warlike and just, evil. They want to come attack Earth, and you see it all the time, right, in movies. Is that really how a civilization blows up? I mean, is that how they go from planet to planet, solar system to solar system? And it is kind of out there thinking, but, I mean, if a culture has that in their, let's say, DNA, for all intents and purposes, if they have that in their psyche, in their nature, are they ever going to really get off the planet? I mean, are they really? I don't think that they will. I think they'll be so concerned with attacking one another that they never will. And so it's something to ponder. Einstein said, and this has been quoted like 1,000 times, I really don't care, but I think it's very relevant to this discussion that I don't know what weapons the third nuclear war, or the third world war, will be fought with, but the fourth world war will be fought with sticks and stones, assuming man survives. And I could not agree more. I could not agree more. I mean, me, you, everyone, you have problems with the average person, right? It would make sense, it would behoove us to work these problems out. But no, where's the first avenue we go? Conquest. Conflict for conquest. I mean, look at the legal system that we've set up in this country. What happens most of the time? What bogs down the legal system? Suing. I want yours. If I can't take it with a gun and a sword, I'm going to take it by jury. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. And a lot of people get away with it. Why not? I mean, it's set up that way. People think that way. Right? You said, well, the average person, I mean, come on, a lot of people help out. The church helps out, right? They do soup kitchens. I have soup kitchens here at my church in town. But what's the ultimate goal of the church? Look at the Vatican. Look at these people. What's their ultimate goal? Conquest. They want everything. They want everyone believing in their religion so the people at the very top can make more. It's like a psychosis almost. It's like we are communal animals because we have to be, but when all hell breaks loose, we're really not. You're really out for number one. Those and those who you care about, right? So, do we deserve a utopian society? I don't think so. I really don't think so. I think that although I believe that oppressive government shouldn't be around, an anarchical society would probably end up breaking down in a similar fashion. I'm trying to think of an animal species that does the same thing. Maybe dogs, warring packs of wolves that try to take over each other's territory. It's about me and mine, right here. And everyone else, forget it. Even colonies advance. I guess if you want to take the communist route, I suppose 2 colonies advance could go to war with each other. And may the fittest win. But is that life? Is that what it's supposed to be? Is that what it's meant to be? Should it be like this? I mean, without that, we might not have people growing up to the point that they were. Think about a world where everyone had their own small community. And everybody always got along. You never went over to your neighbor's side. They never came over to your side. You wouldn't have the empires that we have. But then again, are these empires good? Are they beneficial? Again, ponderings of a madman. So, Yeah, I sometimes, most of the time, think that we've gone way, 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 way too far, and almost need to de-evolve. And if you haven't seen the movie Idiocracy, I think that that's probably the long-term outcome of mankind, if not complete and utter obliteration by something that we invent, for sure.